What's up, everyone?
everyone.
Episode 2. Because last week we did the first one, and it was about just random stuff. It was about the day. Today is Thursday, and what's the date? Thursday,
March 5th.
March 5th. Thursday the 5th. So, yeah, today was a good day at work. There was a lot going on. Had a lot of deliveries, a lot of packages I had to sort out. A lot of people being super, super nice, and some people being super, super annoying just because they know the process of things where I work, and they don't listen. And I hate when people don't listen.
Well, what do they not listen about?
Well, we have a procedure for packages and delivery, especially if it's like over a ton, like a lot of stuff. So we
Like
have,
it's literally a ton?
I have no idea, but we use a freight elevator.
I was
We
like,
use
that's
freight
a very
elevators.
powerful freight
Yes,
elevator.
we use freight elevators to get the stuff up, and you
Who's
just
ordering a ton of stuff?
lots
Who
of-
in that building? It's a professional building.
It is, but I don't know. It's companies like, a lot of different companies, a lot of different organizations that work together that make up certain companies in that building that are huge and do a lot of business
So
and
basically it's paper that they're ordering?
paper, tons and tons
Because
of papel.
I don't know what else they could be ordering at a professional building. Anyways,
I
so
don't know.
you don't like it when people don't listen.
No, I don't like it when people don't listen.
So let's expand on this. What about it? Like they know and they don't understand, or they
That's it.
or they don't understand because they
Yeah.
don't understand.
Like, I get it. Like, you want to cut a couple corners, whatever, make stuff easier on you. It's cool as long as it doesn't affect the whole process. But then if it's something that you know is not good, it might affect something later and make it even harder. You need to respect that, and fix it. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I completely zoned out. when
You
were
zoned
talking.
out? It's okay.
I-
It's been happening all day, the zoning out. It's all good. No problem. Because you know what? I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, end of that part is I don't like when people don't listen, and obviously she didn't listen. So they just did it live. She just did it live right now in front of y'all. When y'all see this, it won't be live, but it'll be live to y'all because it's new to y'all. All right? So who gives a crap?
Okay,
Anyway.
so then here comes my point.
What's up?
Is that when people don't, or anybody doesn't think something is important enough to listen to,
Yeah.
basically they zone out. Not saying that what you were saying it wasn't important, but it
Yeah.
had no significance to me in my life.
Right.
Because I don't work at your building,
Right.
so I don't need to worry about the freight elevators and how much they can
Right.
carry. So I zoned you out.
So yeah, it's okay.
So I feel like that's probably what
Happen a
happens
lot.
with a lot of people at your building because
Probably.
it doesn't really affect them
Probably.
directly.
Yeah.
And so they zone you out.
They're
So
like,
and
whatever.
So they really don't know.
They're like, what did he say? I don't know. Whatever.
Because they really don't know what's going on because they
Yeah.
never paid attention.
Or
to
they
it.
don't speak English. Or sometimes that happens.
Well, then that's just a level of not miscommunication.
When I'm like,
but
hey, they're like, I'm doing a delivery. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, yo, 4th floor? And they're like, I'm like, okay. And what I understand is this means, okay, yes.
So they're the delivery person.
Right.
And they said that they're there for a delivery. But then when you said 4th floor, they don't know English?
Beats me. They're just like, and I'm like, okay, maybe they just know, hi, delivery, hi, 4th floor, or something. I don't know. Because you know how some of those guys, like that one guy when, remember in the summertime when he was like, fruit, and like, hey, what kind of fruit do you have? And he was like, fruit, you know?
Oh, so they only know like
Maybe catch
very
like
minimal English?
minimal English, like just enough to get by. But then, like, of course,
When
a lot
you
of
try
people.
to have a conversation, they can't have the
Yeah,
conversation.
exactly. Like, lots of people, not just
Interesting.
Mexicans, but a lot of people that live in the United States.
Well, how do you
live
feel about that? People in the workforce who don't know how to communicate
it's
in English to
Oh yeah, it's
people.
I mean, coming from
Is it hindrance?
no, well, sneeze.
Excuse me.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Coming from a minority household, I'd say.
Would
coming
you
from-
consider yours a minority household when English is
No.
predominantly the main language that you speak?
Well, I mean, yeah, but when my father was around more, it would be more predominantly Spanish, and also it would be like way less English. Like
Okay.
when we'd all be together as like a family. when I
But
was
I mean, your father still knew how to communicate in English. Though it wasn't.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
He wasn't
but
able to, like, let's say for work
yeah.
purposes, he could communicate.
Yeah. Oh
in
yeah, for
English.
sure. You could totally communicate.
I'm talking about the people who are in the workforce
Mhm.
that have trouble communicating in English, like the delivery person. I'm sorry, our
Yeah.
cat decides that he
Our
needs attention.
cat needs attention
Um,
right now.
come on
Tiggy's
up.
the best.
I'm just saying, like, I see how that can be a hindrance, and do you think companies should take it upon themselves to teach their employees who are not, or provide the
Yes.
resources to
Yes.
learn the
Learn
language,
language,
if they
yes.
want them to be a
Productive.
productive part of their
Yes.
company?
Yeah, so it's definitely companies that'd be great if they did that. It'd be in their benefit, and it would also be helping the employee, and the employee then would be loyal because the employee would realize, wow, this company really cares. They've invested in me to learn English, for me to do my job better. They want to keep me. So it's everyone wins in that situation. So yes, companies should offer that. But also, if people are going to come to this country, wherever you come from, I don't care where it is, but if they don't speak English there, then you should, put effort. If you're going to be living in the United States, I don't know how you got here. It's none of my business. You're here though. If you're going to be here, speak the language, please, because we don't all speak whatever language you speak. Like if you're from, not everyone speaks Spanish if you're from Mexico. Not everyone speaks Chinese if you're from China. I don't know, but it's just like you can't have that. Everyone needs to be able to speak and communicate. It just helps everyone, and everyone can be happy.
Well, how do you think it's the best way for someone, let's say they just came from a foreign land where English is not used as a common language, and they don't know any English? What should they do? Like, how should they go about learning? Or is it not their responsibility to get a job too? Are they supposed to not have a job because they can't communicate?
No, I mean, you can still, that's the great thing about our country. There's always going to be people that make jobs, have jobs, somehow or another. I see people every day doing like their own little business, whether it's washing the windshield on your car for some people, I don't know. I see people doing entrepreneur stuff all the time. So I feel like it'll work out either way. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm not the workforce. I'm just the work guy, and I have my own little thing. We have our own little thing that we do on the side. We do that stuff. We make money off of that. It's good. It's lucrative. It's nice. But I don't know. Not everyone can have those things. It's not. It's. That's what I'm saying. It's a benefit. I think. Can you imagine if we didn't know English? You know what I mean? If we didn't speak English, we'd still be able to do this thing and do all this stuff. But like, if we lived in this country, which is the United States of America, and you don't know English, I mean, I know people in my family that they've been here, I don't know how long, and the only reason that they're getting by is because they have a husband or a wife that communicates for them, pays the bills for them, works for them, in my mind, because they're doing everything else. And is it good? Good for them. You know what I mean? No offense. People get it how they get it. You got to make a living. You do it how you do it, but it's laziness for
So
anyone to
then is
come
that-
here and not want to learn English. If you're going to live somewhere, make this your home. You should learn. You should speak English. You should communicate. You should want to. If you want the American dream, you got to take the whole dream, not just parts of it.
I agree. But these spouses that are doing all this stuff for their spouse, obviously, or significant other, do you think they're enabling their spouse at that point so that they're not? So they're like, oh, it's okay if you don't learn English.
Yeah,
Clearly
totally.
you got through X
yeah.
amount of years
Yeah.
being here, and
You're not helping. I mean, it's like I mean, I don't cook. You cook. And you're a great cook. But I mean, I can get by if I really had to. I mean, people might think it's funny, but if it's peanut butter and jelly, mac and cheese,
you can make mac and cheese.
yeah, spaghetti, whatever,
You can
anything.
make spaghetti.
Yeah, I can do that. So I mean, you know what I'm
Might
saying?
take a couple
Yeah.
minutes off. And cook.
Yeah, I can do that when we're not on keto anymore.
Mm.
But I don't know, anything like that, or even freaking those ramen cups. I love those, and I'm a guy. I can do a guy diet. It doesn't really matter.
Microwaving is not cooking.
Whatever, it's hot. You eat it, done. Or get some deli meats. I like the deli meats, so it doesn't matter. But I just feel like everyone has to be able to have that in them. I mean, it's not fair, and you're enabling them. Yes, you're making it not good. You're making a situation that's bad worse. Because you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it for you. What about if something happens to you? God forbid, that's not good. But let's say it happens. And then we're, oh, well, they spoke the English for me. That's all they're gonna know, or they're gonna tell someone to say, they're like, ¿Qué? ¿Por qué no hablas inglés? Oh, because I don't learn. And then it's like, then it's bad. You know what I mean?
It becomes a bigger question now, where everything is translated into Spanish or another language.
Oh yeah, like at the
Like,
mall it
let's
says
say,
empuje,
Like
push
at
the
mall
door
or
open.
at the pharmacy
Yeah.
or the doctor's office.
Yeah, that's not fair. I mean, like,
Commonplace in
yeah,
grocery
I mean,
stores.
I get it. Like, if it's in your neighborhood, like, if you got your hood, like, for in Chicago, they got Little Village, right? In Chicago, they got that. It's a predominantly Mexican neighborhood. If you want to have more Spanish signs and stuff like that, to, I don't know, have the feeling maybe of Mexico, or I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're doing their thing. All I know is everyone's different. We're not all the same, but we all are human beings, and we all have to make things easier for ourselves. And if you're in a country, whatever the language may be, if like we chose to live in Mexico, the language over there is Spanish. So I already know how to speak Spanish, but I'm not an expert. So I'd have to, get my game up, step my game up. I'd have to get you up to speed. I mean, you'd be fine, I think, to get by, but like to really communicate, to get further in what they have over there and what they can offer you, you'd have to be able to speak the language. And I think it's just the fair thing to do. And it makes life better. Maybe it's just like everything else. Like, we don't like certain things, but if we do them and we understand why we're doing them, and we were like, oh, this is going to make things better, then we won't have a problem. It's still going to be annoying. It's like working out. A lot of people don't like working out. I don't know anyone that's like, oh my God, working out's so great. And if you do like it, like I guess I'm one of those people that can say, oh, it's so great. But you got to be in that mentality, that zone. You know what I mean? And if you're not in that mentality or that zone, you're not going to get there. I hate to say it, but a lot of times it's hard to get there. So you have to push yourself to get there. And it's not always going to be easy, but once you get there and you know that feeling, you're going to want that feeling again, and you're going to go and work out. So, I mean, I know I'm kind of drifting off because I do talk about fitness and stuff with a lot of people, and then how they don't like working out and how it's such a burden, but it's like, it's going to help you in the long run. So just advice to everyone, if you don't like doing something, try it, do it, and work on it. That's all you got to do.
So that's what you think people should do about learning the
Yeah,
language.
just learning a language. I mean, if you're like, you can learn anything, right? And everyone's always like, yeah, every day you're learning something. Well, there you go. Every day learn some more English, or every day learn whatever you got to learn to do what you got to do. Because, I mean, we all know that things are tough, whether it's work, language, whatever.
Well, I mean, nowadays things are so much more accessible. Like, you don't even have to go to like a
Yeah, you can go on freaking
school or
YouTube
to a
right
class
now.
or anything.
How
You
to
can-
learn Espanol. And
you
they'll be
can-
like, hola.
Yeah, you can
Hello.
do that. I mean, funny story. This has nothing to do with language, but yesterday I was at the DMV going to get my license updated
Yeah.
with the address, and there was an older lady, a few people behind me in line, and I guess she had to take the driving test, the written part of the driving test.
Oh, yeah.
And so usually people have that pamphlet, the rules of the road or whatever.
Reglas del camino, rules of the road. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you like that?
I'm not quite sure what that was.
That was a movie theater
Oh,
entrance. I don't know,
okay.
a movie title.
Anyways, back to my story. So she, on her phone, instead of having the rules of the road pamphlet, she was on YouTube, and I wasn't being nosy. I just saw it because her phone was giant. That she was watching videos on topics that are covered in the rules of the road book. So my point being is that information is out there and it's accessible in any language, so people can actually. A lot of people have smartphones. I would say the majority of people have it or have access to some sort of internet connection. So if you don't want to take a class, if you don't want to go to an actual physical school to learn English or whatever it is that you're trying to learn, you can do it online
Yeah, I tell you.
at your own pace.
Yeah, like I said it earlier, like with the Spanish, you can look that up online, and it'll tell you everything. It'll tell you how to say it, how to write it, and you'll know it, and you'll how to read it, all that. So everything's online, folks. I think we've done a good episode today. We got a lot of other stuff we got to do. Still got to work out, and a lot of other things we got to do tonight. So
like make dinner, not from a microwave.
Yeah, make dinner. Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, because then I knew she was gonna eat all her shine right now, guys. Yeah, so go make dinner, and I'm gonna go work out, and then I'm gonna eat this homemade meal that she made herself, and it's gonna be great. And guys, so we look forward to talking to you. We're gonna try to do more We've been shooting to try to get one a week since we've been doing it for 2 weeks now. So, but we'll see. I mean, you might get another one tomorrow. You might not. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, have a great one. And this is episode 2. Talk to you guys later. And just remember to be nice. And God bless. Bye.